Look, I'm not jealous, okay? I'm not jealous. Maybe you are. Maybe you're jealous of this shit, okay? Because the whole thing about this manga is pretty much this guy and this girl stuck in a time loop. I've already made a video on this a few days ago, okay? And I was like, damn, that's absolutely great. They're getting like there's just okay, look, I've seen a bunch of like couples. You've seen a bunch of couples. You've probably dated someone. I probably dated someone. Everyone dated someone. I mean, did you date anyone? I'm not gonna say anything. But like, there's just a different feeling. Okay, when you're in a situation with somebody and you're stuck with them for quite some time and you're going through something. Let me explain. Let me be clear, okay? Because right, you probably seen couples, right? You probably have been in a relationship. I know for sure I have been in a few relationships that weren't really that great because nothing. I'm okay. Look, I'm not talking out of experience. Okay, I'm not talking out of experience, but this manga just showed me something that was nice, right? So, pretty much, this guy and this girl are stuck in a time loop, and it's not like their lives are in danger. It's just that they're going to be stuck there for a very long time with no sight of it ending, with them not even knowing if like they could end the loop or whatever. So it's kind of like an emotionally distressing situation. But because of that emotionally distressing situation, the only people technically that they have is each other, because only the two of them are able to get out of that cycle, or not get out of that cycle, but are they have the ability, or no, they can acknowledge that they are in a time loop. So pretty much all they have is each other. In the real world, you have people that you get really close with, you forge relationships, and it's really nice and all right. But after some time, that relationship deteriorates. It depends really what the reason, what could be the reason behind that deterioration of that relationship with each other, right? It could be because of differences between each other, or maybe you just don't, you just saw over time that, that the other party or the other person wasn't really a good person to begin with. Or maybe, there could be a lot of reasons. Um, I don't know why, but I feel like if say for example maybe you've had a very rough relationship, right? Let's just say but not too rough of a relationship. Let's just say like it was a relationship that you think didn't end up as something you would have wished it would have ended up as. um so just imagine, let's just say again, more examples, I don't care. Let's just say you are in that relationship with that someone who you did have before, right? Again, this is not reflecting anything that I've done or I've had in the past. Okay, I didn't have a girlfriend. Okay, I've never had one because I'm not talking out of experience. Why the heck would I be talking out of experience if I've never had a girlfriend, right? But let's just say you did have that experience, right? And you didn't have a great relationship with that person, and you ended up cutting that relationship, and then it just left a huge gap in your heart, right? Right? Because again, this is a romance manga, so there's reasons as to why I am talking about that. Okay, so now imagine yourself in that situation, but with a dilemma, and that dilemma is the situation you are in is you are in a time loop with that person. Okay, there's a few things that could end up worse. You might hate each other even more, but I think you could end up creating a much more stronger relationship after you. I feel like there's like a phase, right? The first phase is like, oh my goodness, you rely on each other because technically only the two of you know that you are in a time loop. Then you're in the middle where it's like, you know, a few days or maybe weeks have passed since you've been in that time loop, and your relationship again deteriorates. It ends up worsening, and then you end up having fights and all that. And then at that moment something clicks. You realize, fuck, that person is the only person I'm ever gonna have. And you hate the idea of being in a bad relationship with that person, and then you know distancing yourself from them. And then you make amends, and then the ending is that now you love each other till death. I don't know, man. I don't know. This manga, bro. Oh man, it's so simple. It's literally so simple. It's just two people stuck in a time loop consistently every single day. It's like those random cartoons or child like childhood anime you've watched where the main characters always seem like they're in a time loop, right? They always seem like they're in a time loop. They're not in a time loop. It's just that every single day, it's like the same thing over and over again. They do something fun, this and that, whatever, right? But now it's like, okay, yeah, but what if you were in that situation and you were in that situation with someone else? I don't know, man. I really like this manga. Of course, maybe there's a few knickknacks that I don't like. Um, maybe it's this. Let me just show you a panel. Um, where is it? Give me a second. Oh yeah, this one. Great, absolutely beautiful panel. But yeah, she goes on to say the rain makes us so emotional. Yeah, my guy, my dude over here, my guy over here, like, bro, you are way too emotional. Pause. Nah, we are in that time. We are in that era where guys can be emotional, right? I don't know. Maybe in my case, I just don't really like it as much because I feel like if you have two people that are too, like, are overtly emotional, it kind of makes an imbalance. Like, that's just the way that I'm thinking about it. Or I don't know. Maybe I've just been so calloused over the years that I'm just like, I just don't really like being too overtly emotional. I do get emotional, just not overtly, because I don't know. I feel like I get tired. Yeah, I definitely do get tired fast. Like, I'd rather just keep a straight face than get too emotional. Not because it's bad, right? Again, the guy in this manga, yeah, he does get too emotional at times, but I can't blame him. I feel like I'm just nitpicking at this point. In my case, I'd probably pull out a few smiles here and there. But if you ever catch me crying, motherfucker, that shit is gonna drain the absolute balls out of me. No way I just said that phrase. No way I just said that phrase. But yeah, bro, if you really want to read a romance manga that's really nice, um, you know, something that's kind of like reminiscent of maybe your teenage teenage years, read this manga. Very very good. The name is Otona ni Narenai Bokura wa. Yeah, by Fujita Joe. Again, I've made a video about this um a few years, not few, did I just say a few years? Oh my goodness. Yeah, but this one, I made a video about it um a few days back. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Really nice manga. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video guys. Bye bye, sayonara. Pretty good manga.